Okay, here we go, from Walvisbay to Windhoek in Namibia. Walvisbay, this is really a place where you do not miss a lot when staying in bed. On top of it, I arrived Sunday afternoon. The town is dead, the sky is grey, and I do not know a soul here. Fortunately, I have enough books, and eventually I managed to find an open restaurant and eat quite well. Also, the beer is good, that helps. I'm in Walvisbay, where the people are friendly, the fish meal factory is present in your nose, and the desert just a few kilometers away. Truth is, there really isn't a lot going on here. The third day I already recognize familiar faces. Some even greet me, and I feel I know most of the shops, bars and restaurants. Rediscover regular life. Remember when a month or a year ahead or back made no difference. Yes, the place is busy during working hours. People move about, undoubtedly enjoy themselves, fight at times, certainly often eat too much, and are probably quite fond of a nice drink. And bookshops they do not miss too badly. Well, who cares? I like it. Especially when the sun makes its appearance and I'm wasting my time walking about with little errands and a book to have a look at in the park. And of course it helps that I know I only stay a few days. The attraction is not the town, but that does not mean there are no attractions. Desert is the magic word. Coming from rain-soaked northwestern Europe, too many people, cars, roads, houses, the desert is even more fascinating. It is also a bit frightening, wants to be respected. I know that. I have to go to Windhoek, and I'm not in a hurry. I have a car, although not an off-road one. Still, noticing that roads, even dirt roads, are quite decent, unable to resist the temptation, I decide to go the 300 kilometers by road, and not any old A or M1 tarmac, no. It has to be the second-order dirt road, cutting right through desert and savanna. At the beginning I'm awed and careful, drive carefully. Unfortunately, this does not last. But let's consider the consequences later. I set off early and find my way to the Walvisbay plains, resting on the way and in the dry Swakop River. Water is invisible but present, so flowers and green leaves surprise and delight me. I'm alone with insects and a few furry rock animals, small ones. It's not yet hot. In fact, it's just right. Later, I admire the plants. They are neither beautiful nor exciting. The feeling they inspire reminds me of the one I had when watching giant turtles. Is awe the word? These beings are out of time. Eternity representatives inviting us to take a look beyond our 60 to 70 year horizon. The road continues and I head east. All seems desert, dead, except for a few dusty plants. At least to my untrained eye. But of course I'm wrong. In fact, ostriches, antelopes and even zebras cross my path. In safe distance, it has to be said. No photo opportunity granted. But the picture's in my head. Mind's eye, as the saying goes. Plants and trees have the advantage that they do not run away. They become more frequent the further I get away from the coast and the higher I climb. I stop almost every 10 minutes, walk about, not far, not fast. Try to enter into the presence of the places. At times I succeed. Well, these places, they are unfamiliar, not only for the eye. I feel I have to be careful, not assume, not take for granted that I'm safe. I understand that I get what I want, where I want. This is not enemy territory, but I'm an ant trying to cross a busy road. Lots of unknown dangers. I'm lucky, as there was some rain further up and a new green is beginning to cover hills and plains. Also, the road is now a little less perfect. In fact, the rainwater, at times a lot of it at the same moment, has crossed the road and left its traces mostly like channels which cut through it, or in other places the water broke off the edges, made the road narrower. By now I zip at about 70 to 80 kilometers, and my attention is lost in the beautiful surroundings, at my peril. Comes the moment where the channel is more like a, fortunately not too deep, ditch, and I'm still too fast. Yes, I brake, slow down, but I'm still too fast. The poor Corolla is suspended in mid-air and then crashes quite heavily into the ditch. But emerging at the same moment, carrying on ahead, I stop and get out. Where I am, there's about one car every 2 days traveling my way. Great place to break down. Opening the bonnet, looking under the car. Well, no leaks, water and oil safe. This is already something. No visible damage either. So I continue, a lot slower. A new, not very strong noise from somewhere in the car. But it goes straight, the car. Brakes all right and steers okay. The noise does not change, does not increase or something like that. My guardian angel was watchful. To get to Windhoek, I still have to make some 180 kilometers. I check a few more times and make mental offerings at power places I recognize. I love the landscape, the places, but I'd rather not be kept there by the local powers. So I discover more trees, a small riverbed full with flowering trees and breathtakingly beautiful butterflies, at least for my inexperienced eye. I pass a canary tower block, well, a tree with a canary colony of dozens of inhabitants who build out of straw, leaves, twigs, etc., a big and, I suppose, comfortable apartment in the branches of a tree. They protest and do not like my looking. I guess they get few visitors. My eyes can travel, rest, turn around and calm down on always new, pleasing and pleasant sights. No hurry here, no hassle, provided I take my time, function at the rhythm suggested by this environment. There's no stress or pressure if I mind this advice. Surprise, most of the time I succeed. At about 7 p.m. I arrive in Windhoek. It is quiet by that time. The hotel I look for is just opposite the petrol station where I ask for it. Big laughs of the petrol boys, of course. I'm early enough for dinner to avoid the crowd. I sleep well that night and am fresh and balanced the next morning.